So today we're talking about mounting our horses, talking about using the mounting block and mounting our horses. Mainly a lot of people use the mounting block, and it doesn't have to be a block. It can be a stump, it can be a fence, it can be whatever. But most people are using some sort of block now. So we're gonna help. We're not really going through the getting your horse up to the block. We're more talking about how I go about getting on a horse to provide more support for the horse's back and less torque on their back when you're mounting. I've seen multiple injuries to people and to horses' backs from the ground or from a block doing an incorrect mount. So we're gonna bring my horse up here. Pretty important that your horse stands decent at the mounting block before you get into this too much. And we can go through that in another video on how to get your horse to come up here and stand. But when I'm preparing my horse to get on, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna rock the saddle horn just a little bit. Let him know that that's what we're doing. Let him prepare for that. I'm gonna grab my rein, grab my horse's mane, or I call it mane and rein, but you can grab a fistful, or you can put your hand over something that is supporting yourself there. Take your foot, put it just the tip of your foot in the stirrup. You can see my knee is pretty close to my horse's shoulder. I'm against there. We're gonna do an up close on this for how I'm putting my foot in the stirrup, where my knee goes, and the portion of the leg here. So again, I'm not sticking my foot all the way through the stirrup. I just have the tip of my toe in the stirrup. My knee is against the horse. My body is close to the horse. I'm not straightening my leg completely out. I'm keeping a little bend in that. So as I go up, I'm keeping that. I'm not locking out there. My offside hand is for here. It goes to my buck and rolls. If you don't have buck and rolls, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna stay low, get into the saddle. It's pretty important that you're able to catch your offside stirrup pretty quickly. If you have trouble with that, get some stirrups that help you. There's nothing that can cause a wreck faster than somebody reaching down trying to get their offside stirrup. You can have a saddle maker help you turn your stirrups, get a better pair of stirrups that will hold its shape a little bit, so you're not constantly, once you're on, trying to get that as your horse kind of walks off there. So we're going to do that again, and then I'm going to show how it helps a lot. So for the sake of the video, we're dismounting to the mounting block, just so you don't have to video me running around here. But normally I do not dismount at the mounting block. To me, I don't find it safe for a lot of people. They're always trying to hit a mark, and if they don't get their foot in the right place, then they're not only falling off their horse, they're falling off the block. So we don't typically dismount there. So I'm going to rock my horse's weight here just a little bit. There we go. Grab my mane. So I'm supporting myself there. Toes in the stirrup, knees against the horse. I'm pretty close here. Go to the offside, and pretty quickly have my offside stirrup. So I'm going to show how this helps a rider not apply as much to their horse, as much pressure to their horse when they're doing this. So I've now just uncinched my saddle. There's nothing holding my saddle on this horse now. So I'm going to go through the exact same scenario. Mane and rein here. Stand, Jeff. Tip of my foot in the stirrup. Knee is against the saddle there. I'm pretty close. My offside hand is reaching across. Good job. Grab my stirrup pretty quickly. Again, mane, rein, foot in the stirrup, knee next to the horse. And I'm going to show what I see a lot of riders do when they go to get on their horse. You know, they'll grab the saddle horn here and put their foot in the stirrup, and you'll see them come from back here. They're holding on to the saddle horn, put weight in the stirrup, and I'm not, you know, this horse doesn't have the greatest back in the world, but it's pretty obvious to see, you know, coming from further away, pulling on that saddle with my hand placed there, my other hand on the back of the saddle. I mean, you can do it a million different ways, but the kindest way to your horse is being able to get this to where it doesn't, you're not pulling the saddle. So that's our how to get on your horse at the mounting block.